Ever wonder why only half an outlet works with a wall switch? It's not broken. It's called a switch receptacle, and in this video I'll show you exactly how it works and how it's wired. From the front, it just looks like a regular receptacle, but once we remove it, I'll show you what makes a difference. Now here's the key difference. There's a brass tab right there that's been broken off. That separates this plug here from this plug here. On the neutral side, you'll see that it's still intact. That's because both of these plugs share the same neutral. Having this tab broken off allows one plug to be operated by the switch and one plug to be always constantly hot. Now, here's another receptacle with the tab intact. Let's go ahead and wire one of these up on the training board. So now that we've seen a real switched receptacle installed at home and how it works and a brief view of the wiring, let's go ahead and install one here from scratch. I'll show you exactly where the wires go and how it works. As always, disconnect your power when you're working on a live circuit. I've unplugged the board here so I know that it's dead. So here we have our incoming 120 volt power. And in the box here we have our neutrals, which I've made the joint connection right here that pass through this 3-wire and they go over to this box where they get connected to the receptacle. The incoming power is moretted, or here it's using the Wago joint attached to the black wire on this 3-wire that goes right here. This will become our constant hot, and this right here on this side is going to be our switched hot. So as I said before, these are our neutrals. They don't go on the switch, so let's tuck these into the box here. This is our hot. Remember, the switch doesn't care where the hot goes on a single pole switch, so I like to put them on the bottom. And remember, whenever you're doing any kind of electrical with receptacles or switches, remember to always put the wire on clockwise. That way, when you tighten it up, it doesn't want to release from underneath the pressure of the screw, and it actually tightens on itself. So there we have our hot wire, and then we have our switched wire. And remember, our hot wire here is being passed through, so it's constant coming to the other side. So here's our receptacle. Let's go ahead and put that on. My order of operations whenever I put a receptacle in: grounds, neutrals, and then hots. Again, clockwise. Okay, our next step is where we break the tab. That tab right there, that connects these two plugs. Once you break that, they operate independently of each other. So it's up to you whether you want to put the switched side on top or the bottom. I like to put the switched on the bottom. That way, whenever you're reaching down to plug something, the top is always hot. So, loosen up these screws here. You don't have to loosen them up before you break the tab. I'm just doing that. So what you want to do is grab a pair of needle nose pliers, grab that tab, jiggle it back and forth. It eventually will loosen up. And break off. So you see the tab right there. is now not on the receptacle. That's going to allow this plug here and this plug here to operate independently of each other. So now I'm putting the bottom one as my switched plug. And the top one is going to be constantly hot. So I've gone ahead and plugged in the circuit board here so I can show you the demonstration better. We have the switch wired up properly. We have the receptacle here. Remember we said that the top one was going to be constantly hot, so if we plug in the tester here, the lights light up. The top one is constantly hot. Bottom, put the tester in, the lights didn't light up because it's switched. Let's plug the lamp in, turn it on. Plug it in the top, always comes on because this is constantly hot. The main thing to take away from here is that little tab right there that we broke off the receptacle on the hot side. The neutrals stay intact because these two plugs share the same neutral, but you got to remember to break that tab off or else this setup will not work. What I showed you upstairs on the plug on the wall, that's where we normally have our Christmas tree, and that's why we have a switch receptacle, so we can just turn the flick of the switch, turn the Christmas lights on. So the next time you have a plug in your home that only half of it's working, chances are there's a switch on the wall somewhere that operates that side. It's not defective, it's wired that way on purpose. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would hit that like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I will see you guys on the next one.